NBC7's Dave Summers is at the hospital where Tiger Woods is being treated right now. Dave.
Yeah, Mark, at this hour, Tiger Woods is in serious condition here at Harbor UCLA Medical Center. He underwent surgery this afternoon for some serious injuries, including multiple leg fractures, injuries he received in this morning's rollover accident.
Accident investigators tell NBC7 Woods' rented SUV rolled over several times and traveled a couple hundred feet from the median to the west side of the road. First responders used the jaws of life and an axe to pry Woods out of the driver's seat. It was a single-car accident, and Tiger was alone in the vehicle at the time of the crash. Woods did not seem impaired, although investigators are checking whether he was under the influence of narcotics or other medication, but say there was none present. Woods was in Los Angeles this weekend, not playing but hosting the Genesis tournament at Riviera Country Club. Monday, he was posting on social media, shooting promotions for a golf lesson show with LA sports figures and celebrities.
I asked him what his name was. He told me his name was Tiger, and at that moment I immediately recognized him. I asked him if he knew where he was, what time of day, just to make sure he was oriented. He seemed as though he was lucid and calm.
Tiger Woods' agent said on social media today that Tiger was undergoing surgery after a serious car accident, that his family was asking for privacy. So it sounds like it's going to be some time before we learn the extent of the injuries, recovery, and certainly how this season is going to go, if it goes at all. Near Long Beach, I'm Dave Summers, NBC7.
All right, Dave.
From the Mexican consulate that 2 of the 6 survivors being treated here at UC San Diego Medical Center and around the corner at Scripps Mercy Hospital are Guatemalan. The other 4 have not been identified by nationality. The investigation into who they are is compounded by the severity of their injuries. 12 of the 25 people inside this Ford Expedition survived this chilling crash.
Some of the victims were ejected from the vehicle. There's some walking wounded that pulled themselves out of the vehicles.
Others could only be reached after firefighters removed the driver's seat. Investigators say once removed, they observed the vehicle was missing the other seats, which explains how they managed to get so many.
Really what indicates is that there's not enough safety belts for the passengers.
Who it was behind the wheel and why so many passengers also remain mysteries.
We're not really sure who he is or why they're in the vehicle. It's premature to really know that.
The accident happened just after 6 Tuesday morning. The empty big rig gravel hauler slammed head-on into the driver's side of the maroon SUV at this intersection near Holtville. The truck driver, 68-year-old Joe Beltran of El Centro, was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Investigating officers say everyone in the SUV was injured to some degree.
The ones that came into us had injuries ranging from fractures to head injuries, life-threatening head injuries, chest injuries.
13 people perished in the crash, including the driver of the SUV. The Mexican Foreign Affairs Undersecretary says of those 13, at least 10 are Mexican nationals. The ages of SUV victims start at just 15 years old and go into the 50s. Still many unanswered questions. Did one or both drivers run a stop sign? How fast were they going? Was either distracted or somehow impaired? These are questions the CHP is asking the National Transportation Safety Board to help them answer. At UC San Diego Medical Center, I'm Dave Summers, NBC4 News.